All right, we are live again. This time, Thomas Miata is back.
What's up, guys?
Thomas,
How you
look,
doing?
I had to bring you back because maybe I should bring the mic over here. I had to bring you back, right? Because last time we talked, Bitcoin was going down like a 20-30% crash. And I don't want people to think every time I bring you on, the price is going down, right? I don't want them to be like, Thomas is the signal. If Thomas is on, Bitcoin's down.
Oh, I
So,
really haven't stopped watching it and messing with it since the last time we talked. It's been
right.
ve- it's been very entertaining.
Oh my God, it's like it's crazy this year. If it's like I think I look at my Blockfolio app to track the Bitcoin price like I don't know, like 10 times a day. I'm trying to be better about it, but well, today was a good day to look at it because
Oh
it
yeah.
shot up, man. Bitcoin is up, and it's all because of Tesla, and that's why we're going to talk about it today. Tesla did something that I didn't expect them to do this soon. Like, how do you feel? Did you expect what was going down today? In fact, we want to tell them what happened.
Yeah, so basically Elon Musk decided I think they're going to be putting a 1.5 billion dollars worth of crypto on the books for Tesla, which I'm thrilled about. I hold both Bitcoin and Tesla, so uh, totally happy about that. And as you would suspect, we're hitting all-time highs for price that we've never seen before. I think was it just over 46,000 or something like that.
Yeah, it topped out at like 48, I believe.
Oh shoot,
40, I think
48, even
48.
better.
Yeah. And the last time before this, I think in January, the last all time high was 42. And just yesterday, it was chilling at 37. And I was like ready to put some more money into it. I did, right? I'm dollar cost averaging. So I'm putting in like $50 every week or $20 every week, as much as I can spare.
Sure.
Um, But yeah, I was like, damn it, I should have put a whole like whatever I could in there for real. But I'm cautious, very cautious. Tell me this: have you actually considered like choosing between Bitcoin and Tesla before? If you had a choice, with you've been just buying both no matter what.
Well, I've pretty much held. I bought Tesla years ago and have never. I haven't really bought anymore, but I've never sold them. That's one of my best performing stocks that I've ever chose behind AMD. So
Mm. Yeah, I'm late to the Tesla game. I've looked at Tesla since I think 2013, which is the same year I got into Bitcoin. But I just didn't see them as how I see them now, which I look at them now as a technology company. So I've always been telling my coworker like, I think I'll wait. Let's see how it goes. And then it got bad at one point when their cars were crashing, and I was like, damn, it might be a good time. Bad news might be a good time to get in. And then I waited and waited for him to say he's gonna buy it, and he never did because he was a Porsche fan and he thought the Taycan was gonna take over Tesla. Friend, you know who you are. Nothing against you, but I wish I didn't wait on you. I wish I just jumped in and bought some Tesla back.
what was the
Even
price of what was the price of Tesla back then?
so back then, I remember it being like 200. I might be wrong. It might have been 140. For some reason, I'm picturing 140. But when I said it the second time to him, it was early 2019, I think, and it was down to 150 or 190. Sorry, 190. And I was like, I was about to say his name. If you
What's
buy
that?
Tesla, tell me please, because I think if you jump in, I'm ready. And the whole time I was like telling him to get into crypto, and he wouldn't. So that should have been a red flag right there. But I didn't. I didn't. I was trying to be safe.
What's Tesla at now?
Oh my god, probably like 800. I don't want to look because I only bought a little bit just to get off zero. Let's double check real quickly while we are live. 863. I think I got in around that price after they split. Oh my god. Tesla's up, crypto's up. So like Bitcoin is mooning right now, I guess. And the whole time I'm like,
I think it's just getting started.
right, it's the start of like another bull cycle that happens like every 4 years. And this is like super early for Elon to jump in, but other companies have been jumping in for the last couple months, weeks. Like every other week, it feels like another major company jumps in. It's just unstoppable at this point when it comes to the amount of institutions investing. Did
What are
you?
some of the other big companies that jumped in? I haven't been paying that much attention to who's
So,
jumping
Citibank is sending out emails to their clients telling them that they expect Bitcoin to jump to, I don't know, 360 something $1,000 per Bitcoin. JP Morgan, you know how they were in 2017. Jamie Dimon's their CEO. JP Morgan Chase was telling people not to buy Bitcoin,
in.
right? And
Yeah.
and that we might want to talk about how Elon was kind of not pushing people towards Bitcoin by telling them about something else. Um, who else was in
Right.
there? MicroStrategy. They're not too big of a company in most people's eyes. They're a software company. He pretty much, the guy from there was like Michael Saylor. He's been preaching about Bitcoin for a while now, so he's become like what I would call Bitcoin Jesus. If anybody's out there wondering who Michael Saylor is, please go look him up. He preaches pretty much what's going on in Bitcoin. Uh, Ray Dalio, pretty much another big billionaire in the game. He's invested. Um, then we got even what's the other company? Mass Mutual. This is the insurance company. They're in. Like, there's so many companies. There's actually a list of companies out there. I probably should have pulled that up before we
Yeah,
actually
very, very
started.
nice list.
And but in the meantime, while I try to pull that up, tell me something. Elon's pushing Dogecoin for the last month. He's basically Doge to the moon. He's said who'd let the Doge out just yesterday. How do you feel about Dogecoin?
So I first heard about Dogecoin when it was created because I'm pretty sure I was into crypto before Doge was around. And I knew that it was made pretty much as a complete joke in the, as like an anti-Bitcoin, anti-crypto stance. They took Bitcoin's premise of having a finite supply and completely flipped it on its head, having an infinite supply, which people argue it kind of models the U.S. dollar, right? So uh, it's it's always been a kind of a joke thing, and I didn't take it very seriously. However, during the same time I was mining with my old hardware, it was just becoming so useless to run. It was costing more than it was worth to run. I still wanted to run it, but I knew I'd never get any Bitcoin out of it ever again. So I said, well, whatever. I'll just go ahead and mine Doge with it. It's kind of funny. Whatever, send. So I put my hardware to work, and I ended up mining about 180,000 Dogecoin, which I don't know. At the moment, it's anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 worth of Dogecoin. But I sold that
Hmm.
back in the day for $400.
You didn't hold. You didn't
No,
hold strong. Hold the line, man. Jeez.
no. So, kind of jokes on me now for not holding that. If I'd held that, I'd been much better off at the moment, percentage wise on gains. But, the reason the reason I didn't take it seriously is because it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's more meant to laugh at and to have fun. But I'm starting to appreciate a little bit more because you got to be able to laugh. People will pay for entertainment. So if Doge is going to be the thing that people can go, well, look at this and point and try to laugh at the whole industry or the whole market, then hey, that's another market within itself. Honestly, there's value there, and it helps bring. Honestly, I think it helps bring a lot of exposure to the crypto market in general because I don't know about you, but I've had more people than ever asking me about crypto this particular wave,
Most
and
definitely.
it's because of Doge.
Yeah, it's definitely been like a fun way to get in, and the belief of it, going to $1 draws people in really fast, right? It's cheap. You can get thousands, maybe millions of it. Um, and it's a dog. Everybody loves that Shiba Inu, right?
Hmm.
And I think that's why Elon got behind it. It's a fun thing to tweet about, but do you think there was a ulterior motive behind Elon tweeting Doge, Doge, Doge over and
So
over again?
If what you're alluding to, I think you're alluding to, I think if you were paying attention to Elon's Twitter account, he for about 2 days had hashtag Bitcoin on his bio, and that was the signal to anybody that he was going to be buying Bitcoin at some point, or he was believing in Bitcoin enough that he was signaling to pretty much everyone that his intentions. That's how kind of how I took it. So when he took it off after a couple of days and then started pumping Dogecoin, people were kind of in the Bitcoin people were kind of like, well, what the hell? Like maybe even feeling kind of hurt. Well, I just kind of took it at face value. It doesn't matter to me what crypto he's pumping. He's pumping a crypto. The only crypto, in my opinion, that matters is the most popular crypto, or maybe the top three most popular crypto. So if he's pumping Doge, he's going to help all of them. So I was like, well, this seems like kind of a good bet that Bitcoin's going to go up. And then that kind of turned into him. Seemed like he pumped it so that he could kind of distract everybody and switch it out for a little bit of a lower price on Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's almost like you was pulling a magic trick, like watch my hand, right?
But I think he
The
was teaching people a valuable lesson, honestly, that there's a lot of market manipulation and you have to be ready for that. And even in the stock market, if you guys were paying attention with the whole GameStop thing, but right before the Doge thing, you got to see Robinhood shut down so that they could stop a short squeeze from happening. Straight up market manipulation to save the big guys and let the little guys fail. So it's kind of what Elon just did, same kind of concept, but now he's doing it in an unregulated market and showing the world what you can do. You can now join a market that's a lot more free, essentially.
Yeah, I hope the manipulation had good intent. He did admit on Clubhouse that it's a joke that he's doing, and he did admit that he was fed the Bitcoin cake a while ago by his friend who was having an event. And he pretty much said he was late to the party buying Bitcoin, or sorry, late to the party when it comes to Bitcoin, because he didn't say he bought anything. He knew he had to choose his words wisely, but his words were he was late to the party, which means he got there. So that should have been like a giveaway right there that he actually has Bitcoin. But now we have $1.5 billion acquired by Tesla. That's a significant amount of Bitcoin being purchased. And I found a list. It's Bitcoin Treasury. I'll try to pull it up right now. It is amazing. I'm gonna stop sharing that screen and pull up this other screen here so you can see it. And the top company right now, MicroStrategy, that I mentioned a while ago, um, they are the ones that are software company that's run by Michael Saylor. And as you can see here, they own a crap ton of Bitcoin, right? And the funny part is, Michael Saylor just did a conference that he was teaching a lot of companies how to buy Bitcoin. And if you look on Twitter, Michael Saylor told Elon to buy Bitcoin with his money that is on his balance sheet. And Elon was like, "Can you even really do that?" And then Michael Saylor was like, "Yep, you can." And then boom, today gets announced. So I'm thinking MicroStrategy had a little something to do with that purchase, but there's a crap ton of other companies that are in here. Uh, Galaxy Digital, you can look them up. They're like a hedge fund. They buy and sell crypto for others. Square, Cash App, aka Twitter owner Jack Dorsey. That's a lot of Bitcoin. I mean, the list goes on. There's a ton of companies that have been buying Bitcoin and getting in, and you just don't know, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, those guys have a pretty big incentive to not really release a lot of news that they're getting into it, because if you're thinking about it, they think that price is going to go up or else they wouldn't have gotten in, right? But they want to make sure all their friends can get in too. So there's some benefit for those guys to not have the price rush up so quickly, because
Exactly.
they can help some of their buddies out, most likely.
Exactly. Which is why it goes back to what you were saying about Elon, him shouting Dogecoin, Dogecoin, Dogecoin was kind of like more sensible for him to do rather than shout out Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin when he's still buying it. He doesn't want the price to go up before he can put the whole $1.5 billion in from Tesla. And that's only 7% of their balance sheet. So 7%. They got a lot more to go, and they apparently could in the write up, which I guess we could play right now to get a good little sense of what happened. Let's run that real quick, if I can make sure I get the audio. This thing is wild, man. I can't believe it's happening already just soon. It's kind of like almost too early in my mind. I'm saying I wish it could play out a little bit longer because
Well,
now,
in order to get to 100,000, it's probably got to happen pretty fast.
man, you look last year. I feel like the run up happened after summer. I could wait till then. I don't need it to shoot up now and then we all go in panic mode where we're confused as to whether or not it's going to drop like tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Which it definitely is going to dip in my mind, but when? Who knows? Sorry, I'm kind of blocked.
I really think it's going up more. I'm not worried.
Oh yeah, overall, long term for sure. Short term, who knows, right? Um, so this is what happened today. If anybody want to get the full reading of it from CNBC.
We're still in a bull market.
Whoop, but
I was saying we're still in a bull market, by
oh,
the
for
way.
sure.
So
Oh
until
yeah.
the market flips, you can look up instead of looking down.
Yeah, zoom out too to get some reference of where we're coming from because you always want to know where it all started.
Updated their investment policy to provide them with more flexibility to, are you ready for this, be able to buy Bitcoin. We have invested in aggregate $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, the company says, under this policy and may acquire and hold digital assets from time to time or longer term. Moreover, we expect to begin accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for our products in the near future, the company says, subject to applicable laws and initially on a limited basis. We'll see what that means, which we may or may not liquidate upon receipt. That would be similar to what PayPal is doing in terms of how it transacts with merchants. This could be another, I mean, we're watching Bitcoin move up on the back, I imagine, of this news. I don't know how quickly it's getting into the public.
Yeah. So not only are they buying it,
Morning.
yeah, that was just like hours ago. And the price probably like by now is at an unfathomable price for some people compared to what it was yesterday. They're buying it and they're about to start accepting payments for Teslas in Bitcoin. I know I could already buy
other things too. I mean, they have other products as well, solar panels and things like that.
Oh, true. I didn't think about that. I could buy solar panels and then connect them to mining rigs and then mine Bitcoin with the machines. That yeah, that would be a full circle situation right there. But yeah, you could buy some other things with Bitcoin. I would probably do a video on that later. I know I could buy a Lamborghini in Miami at the dealership with Bitcoin, but I want a Tesla first, so this might just made it easier.
The Cybertruck would be pretty baller.
Oh yeah, with a Bitcoin logo on the side, definitely. But I'm definitely not spending my Bitcoin on it. I'll just use cash because I'd be mad if I'm the guy that spends that much on a car and then all of a sudden Bitcoin shoots up double its value. Jesus.
We all have those stories where we spent our Bitcoin and it became worth a lot of money. I spent about 15 Bitcoin on something before.
15 on one thing?
Yeah.
I won't ask you what that is because you ain't said so, but damn, whatever that is, I hope it gave you a lot of joy.
It was worth about $300.
Oh my God.
What is that? What's 15 Bitcoin worth right now? Shoot.
I could easily tell you if you hold on tight. There's an easy site that I use to tell the price of Bitcoin. Obviously, that's the price of one right now. Let's just add a 5 at the end of this. Woo! Yeah.
That went up in smoke.
Any regrets?
Yeah, man.
Ah,
I never
Jesus.
bought that. Hell, I just held on. But
Yeah.
But at the time, Bitcoin had doubled. I doubled my money. I was pretty happy. You know.
You live and you learn, man.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
really
happy.
how.
It got me. It proved to me that that Bitcoin worked. That you could actually buy stuff with it.
Right.
That was cool.
Yeah, the Bitcoin pizza guy. Even though people talk about him spending $10,000 for two slices of pizza, I mean 2 boxes of pizza, he could have been stupid rich, right? Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
that makes me question what 10,000 bitcoins equal, because that Bitcoin pizza guy has his own day now, all because he spent
Man,
10,000
that's
Bitcoin.
hard to look at. $700,000.
Ooh, Jesus Christ! The Bitcoin pizza guy could have had that much money, but you know, you live and you learn. We
That's
appreciate
a
you.
$500 million pizza.
Two pizzas. Get it right now. He ordered two
$250
pizzas.
million pizza.
But we needed him to do that because before that, Bitcoin didn't really have any price value. So it just was pure fun and joy back then until he bought pizzas.
Yep. And I'm
So
going to hold it to zero if it ever goes down too. So one day I might be able to buy a pizza for the last Bitcoin pizza. You
you
best
got
believe
to
it.
before it drops. Before it drops, if it ever gets that low,
You
you
could
got to
always
buy at
pay me.
least.
You'll always be able to pay me in Bitcoin. It's just a matter of how much Bitcoin.
Yeah. Me and my coworker were joking, and I said I might sell my car for Bitcoin, my Supra, and he was thinking 1.2 Bitcoin. I said, nah. Somebody come up to me with 2 Bitcoin, I might have to think about it. So what do you think? Would you sell the Miata for 2 Bitcoin?
Fuck yeah.
It's done. Cars up for
I
sale,
could build
people.
another one for like a quarter of a Bitcoin.
Hey, don't tell them that. Your car is valuable.
I
It's
don't
worth
care.
2 Bitcoin.
Yeah, but it's not. It's that car. That car's got 16 years or something drifting history. It's been an FD. I've crashed it. You can't build that car again. You know.
Yeah, it's one of a kind, man. Just
Yeah.
like Bitcoin.
But I would never sell it anyways unless someone offered me something ridiculous for it. But you're not going to pay me for what it's worth in parts. Hell no. That car's worth more to me to drive it around the track than I could ever get from it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the car. It's going to be tempting to sell it, but I don't know if it's worth it sentimentally. Plus, what the hell? I might change my name from Ian Supra. Just like you might have to see if you're, Thomas Bitcoin now, because all you talk about. Anyway, if anybody want to follow you, Thomas Miata, he is giving gems. He's dropping all that knowledge. He's a veteran in the space. What year did you get in?
Oh, dude, I don't remember the year, but
That's how long it's been. He's an
the
old
Bitcoin
man.
price was in the $6 range.
Oh my god!
It's been a while.
$6 Bitcoin.
I've been into Bitcoin since before I was into drifting.
Oh crap! Yeah. So, if you ever want to get some lessons from a veteran or just want to follow his path on financial freedom and living off the coin and
I just
drifting.
never sold it. That's all I did.
Yeah.
Except the ones I did and I regret.
Yeah, he got in and got out. He learned his lesson, and we all have to learn our lesson. But if you want to get there faster and learn from his mistakes, whether that be in drifting or investing, follow him. He's on Instagram. He knows something. He might not sometimes feel like he does, but he knows a lot. And that's why I talk to him to get all the insight. So, Thomas, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming on here quickly to talk about this Tesla thing. Until next time.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye, Ian. Bye, crew.
Bye.